Hey all, Hibber here. So today we are playing, if I might say so, an excellent Yamato battle here, but we still get hate mail. Isn't that excellent? So if you enjoy hate mail, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course comment on the video. That would help me out a lot. Thank you. So I get my favorite spawn on this map here, and the key to winning when you get this spawn here is to cut off the C part of the map and just take control of B first and foremost, and then A. That's how I play it, and that's how it usually works out really well. But it does require you to have, you know, a fair bit of balls when you play your battleship here. You go bow in towards C, and then just take pot shots at whatever is open over at A, meaning that it's really hard for those guys to push in towards A, because I've got B and A covered with my 18-inch guns here. But let's just have a look at my build. So I'm using my Takagi build here, all about precision, or, you know, whatever you want to say, accuracy, Cunningham and Yachino, to get the very nice accuracy on the ship here. It's really nice. Will to rebuild, yeah, I don't play in a division, but it's nice to have anyway. The usual battleships perks here, make sure you pick the concealment system, and then of course the improved reload. Don't forget to pick the spotter plane, helps a lot. So nearly 20-kilometer range, 27 reload, and of course super accurate guns with this build here, especially against cruisers, where Yachino gives you an extra 7%. So like I said, we are pushing in from the beginning here, and I see so many battleships sitting back, and I absolutely hate that. Sure, sometimes, you know, there's a reason to do it, but this is a domination map, and I think that Montana, after I hit him with my first salvo, I think he kind of gave up, because he's just sitting there. And I'm not really sure yet, but I'm still gonna take him out, because we can't have him come back suddenly. So get into a good, you know, spot here, and I like super aggressive spot here. But I have every ship over on the C side cut off; they cannot hit me. But on the other hand, I'm taking incoming fire from everyone at B and A. It's not so bad at the moment here, but I think it's because people aren't really in position yet. And this way I can hold the cap. The only thing that could be a problem is a destroyer, you know, really pushing into me. But I don't know what my destroyer there is doing. He is awfully close to that Yoshino there. And yep, that ended bad for him. I don't know why you would push in between a Khabarovsk and a Yoshino. That's weird. And my other destroyer is sitting behind me. So this position here helps me in, well, two ways, actually many ways. So one, we got the AFK ship out of the way there. First thing it does is I'm holding this cap here. I am taking incoming fire doing it, but if you notice, I'm not panicking. I'm not like turning my ship around, showing broadside to everybody. Like, I just park it with my bow, like, you know, pointing towards this Colbert here, and that's going to shatter most of his shells. So it's not really going to be a problem. And I have my damage con ready, and I have another heal in a minute, actually in 3 seconds. So I can sit here probably pretty much for the whole battle, just tanking this Colbert here, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's what you're here for. I have a perfect position here, where I can, you know, keep these guys totally out of the game behind that A island over there. At the same time, I'm holding the B cap because no one else is holding it. My destroyer still hasn't really moved, and I don't know what's going on there. So I am worried about that Khabarovsk making a kamikaze run on me. So that's why I'm a little bit tentative in shooting here, because what if he comes around the corner? But then it looks like he left the cap. So that could mean he could be going behind me. I don't know, because my destroyer isn't really helping out much here. And the Yoshino has left the cap as well, but we need to stay here, and we need to get that Yoshino out of the game. The Colbert, there's not much I can do about him. Another thing to notice in this game is on the enemy team we have Durimo 85 in another Yami, and he's a really good player, and he's spawned over at C. And I didn't know that before starting, but it's very lucky that I've kind of, you know, cut them off over there. And here's the Kappa, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm gonna blow him out of the water, but then he eats a torp. I'm not the only one with questionable DDs in this game here. So that's it. The B cap should be won now. The Yoshino now has a choice to make. Does he, you know, retreat and leave the cap to me? Or does he take me on and try to win this cap here? And yeah, I mean, if I was the Yoshino, I don't know what I would be doing, but I know for a fact that I wouldn't reverse out broadside when I know that there's a Yamato just on the other side of this island here. All I need is for him to be spotted. And like I said, the Colbert is not really a problem. The guys over at A should be able to take care of him. And here we got the Yoshino. And I'm getting a little eager here and going too fast. Because Durimo is just waiting for the shot over at the other cap. But that's the end of the Yoshino there. Catching. As you can see here, I'm going too fast. I was a little bit too eager. And that's, I'm assuming that's Durimo's salvo, because I'm sure he's just waiting for me. He didn't get a good hit, which is like my luck. Sometimes RNG works in, you know, my favor as well, I guess. So just encourage the team there. Well done. Actually, it is a really good team I have here. Like the A guys have pretty much taken A by themselves. And sure, I helped out, but the battleship I took out was AFK anyway. And I did get some damage in on the other guys. But mostly it was more my position out here that you know, drew them towards the side of A and just made it impossible for them to actually flank the cap. So I'm desperately trying to get into cover again now, because like I said, I know Durimo is right out there, and I'm broadside to him. And again, I'm quite lucky. He gets me good, but I get him pretty good as well. So now my destroyer is smoking me up. I mean, I'm saying thank you to him, because yeah, that's very nice, but I would prefer some spotting and some torpedoing instead, because we got 3 battleships moving in now. And I mean, smoke doesn't really help me. As soon as I fire, I'm going to be spotted for everyone anyway. So destroyers, like, unless there's a very good reason for it, don't waste your smoke on battleships. It's just a wasted smoke, because it means that the battleship can't really fire. Then they'll be spotted, and you know, the thing about battleships is that, you know, they should fire their guns. So smoke, save it for a cruiser or something, like, or whatever. Like, if you see me in battle, like, it's very rare that I would like to have a smoke around my battleship. And what mostly happens is, like, some well-meaning player smokes me up and blinds me and himself and everyone, and every enemy disappears, and we just get absolutely killed then. So please be careful with those smokes. So the team has done really well. Like I said, I've also done pretty good at high caliber already, and nearly 180,000 damage, and obviously a cap. I've been in here pretty much the whole game, so I've been racking up XP defending this cap here. And everyone over on this flank here, B and A, have done a really good job. And the guys at C also did an excellent job. They held out for as long as they could, and delayed Durimo here over here in actually being able to do anything. And by now, he has to move in. He has to challenge this B cap here, or he will lose on points. And you're witnessing a Shimakaze miss a Yamato with every single torpedo here. I actually think he's done it twice now. I mean, yeah. Like, and that's why in battleships, like, if you sit back and don't take any initiative, generally that's a bad idea. I mean, I got into an excellent position here, and that's because I know that that position usually works really well. And the only, like, time you'll regret going in there is if everyone recognizes you and just goes HE crazy. But even then, you'll last a good 5 minutes, and your team can make good use of that, or they can just totally waste it. It depends. So I know the Conqueror is coming from over here. And I'm purposely going for this guy because I want to save Durimo for last. Because I know I'm going to take a few nasty hits from him, because we can, like, we're both in Yammies, we can both do serious damage to each other. So it's better if we have this other battleship here removed, and then in the meantime, I'll let my team do whatever damage they can. Because you see, I'm a battleship on his right, and there's another battleship on his left, and he can't angle to both of us. So if he keeps pushing, at some point he's going to come around the corner, and I'm guessing he's going to angle towards me, and that gives the other battleship a perfect opportunity. So I'm not really going to move. I'm just going to wait. You know, the defending position is usually always better. because Durimo is in the attacking position and he has to make some difficult choices here. I don't. I just have to sit here and look, shoot at the Conqueror here to keep him at bay. And then once, if I get a good shot at Durimo, I might take it, but you see my team's pretty much got him wiped out anyway, so I haven't wasted a single hit point on this. So, the Conqueror is almost done for, and just another encouraging word for the team. Don't forget that, that's important. And I'm not going to get the kill, but that doesn't matter. We have done a pretty good job here. And aggressive battleship play is definitely useful, but of course it depends on the map, and it depends on your team, and it depends on where you spawn. So just rushing in without a plan is not going to do you any good. I didn't rush in. I went for the best cover on this map here. That even if I get focused, I can outlast the red team for a very long time in that spot, and at the same time holding the cap. And in this case here, my team were actually able to benefit from that. But also in other games, you know, you go into that spot and everybody else runs towards the back line, and you just get, you know, blown out of the water in spectacular fashion. But if that happens once in a while, I prefer that over having to play every battle in a battleship like super carefully. I mean, a battle like this is much more fun than, you know, just sitting back. And the funny thing is, after this battle here, I actually get hate mail saying that, oh, you're hiding behind an island. And I was like, I'm not really hiding behind an island. I am sitting pretty much in the exact middle of the map. I may be using an island to shield me from the right flank, but that's about it. And I don't know if it's a joke or whatever, but who knows? Another thing about, you know, playing battleships, if you don't get an opportunity to cap, unless you get like a Kraken and High Caliber and Confederate, the XP earnings are usually a little bit lower. So I usually do everything I possibly can to cap in a battleship, because it will keep that XP just, you know, at the level where I like to have it. And also, you know, you get diminishing returns. So if you kill more than 2 ships, the XP earnings from those kills will really start to go down. And it's better to cap instead of sinking a 3rd ship, because you'll get more XP out of it. And once you get a High Caliber, it's also like, if you do any more damage, like the XP earnings are going to be less. And it's a way of making people do everything they possibly can in the game, not just do damage. Did you hear that? It's not all about doing damage. And as you can see, I've done pretty much everything in this battle here. I've done very good damage, actually. I killed 2 ships, that's pretty good. And I have a shared cap, but in reality, I think I took that cap by myself, and that destroyer just went in the last few seconds after he had been sitting behind me for 5 minutes. But anyway, I don't care. I get all the defending points for holding that cap. And that's how I usually try to get the XP earnings in battleships up a little bit, because they can be a little bit disappointing. And on another note, I have no idea who sent the hate mail on the red team, because it was a different name. It wasn't sent from the Xbox account, so I don't know. But in any case, you're welcome to, you know, drop a comment on the video and tell me exactly what it was I did wrong here. Anyway, so we're about to end the battle here. There's just a destroyer left, and I really shouldn't be pushing, but I'm doing it anyway. He's somewhere behind that island up there, and we're gonna win the battle anyway. So, aggressive Yamato here with a really good build. I totally recommend this build here with Takagi. It's the best, I think. More than 3000 XP, and a pretty good game. And yeah, the Montana quit. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you out there.